Right, we just started. Already there's breaking news.
Frustration and disbelief once again surrounded Arsenal after a hugely controversial VAR decision denied them what appeared to be a clear penalty during their tense clash with Bayer Leverkusen. The incident has sparked another wave of debate about the effectiveness and consistency of video technology in modern football. The match itself had all the ingredients of a classic European contest. Arsenal entered the game full of confidence, determined to assert themselves against a talented Leverkusen side known for their attacking style and quick transitions. The tempo from the opening whistle was intense, with both teams pressing aggressively and trying to control the midfield battle. For large spells of the first half, Arsenal looked the more composed side. Their passing rhythm, orchestrated brilliantly by captain Martin Odegaard, helped the Gunners dominate possession and pin Leverkusen inside their own half. Odegaard constantly drifted into pockets of space, linking up with teammates and dictating the pace of Arsenal's attacks. Despite their dominance in possession, Arsenal struggled to convert their control into clear chances early on. Leverkusen's defensive structure remained compact, forcing Arsenal to recycle the ball and search patiently for openings. However, as the match progressed, the pressure from Arsenal began to build. Their attacking players started finding more space between the lines, and the German side looked increasingly stretched whenever Arsenal pushed forward in numbers. The biggest moment of controversy arrived midway through the second half. Arsenal launched a quick attacking move that sliced through the Leverkusen defense. Odegaard picked up the ball just outside the penalty area and delivered a perfectly weighted through pass into the box. The pass released Brazilian forward Gabriel Jesus, who had timed his run brilliantly to break past the defensive line. Jesus took a touch to control the ball and attempted to turn toward goal, but as he did so, a Leverkusen defender lunged in from behind. The challenge made clear contact with the striker's leg, sending him crashing to the turf inside the penalty area. Arsenal players immediately threw their arms in the air and appealed loudly for a penalty. From the stands, the reaction was instant. Supporters inside the stadium believed the decision was obvious. Even in real time, the contact appeared significant enough to warrant a foul. Yet the referee waved play on. The decision stunned Arsenal players, who surrounded the official in protest. The Brazilian striker remained on the ground for several seconds, clearly frustrated that the challenge had gone unpunished. Moments later, VAR intervened and instructed the referee to pause the game while the incident was reviewed. Hope quickly returned for Arsenal supporters, with slow-motion replays showing the defender's leg clipping Jesus as he attempted to turn. Many expected the referee to overturn his decision and award the penalty after reviewing the footage. The stadium fell into tense silence as the referee walked over to the pitch side monitor. But after a brief review, the official shocked everyone by sticking with his original decision and refusing to award the spot kick. The reaction from the Arsenal bench was immediate. Manager Mikel Arteta could be seen furiously gesturing on the touchline, shaking his head repeatedly as he questioned how the challenge had not been judged a foul. The Spanish coach appeared stunned, clearly believing his side had been denied a clear opportunity to score from the penalty spot. Players in red shirts looked equally frustrated. Several of them approached the referee again, but the decision had been made and play resumed. Inside the stadium, the atmosphere quickly shifted from anticipation to anger. Arsenal supporters voiced their frustration loudly, with chants echoing around the ground as replays of the incident circulated on social media. For many fans and pundits watching the match, the footage appeared to show undeniable contact. Football analysts immediately began debating the decision during the broadcast, with several questioning the entire purpose of VAR if situations like this are not corrected. The phrase clear and obvious error has long been central to VAR guidelines. Critics argued that if the original decision not to award a penalty was incorrect, then the replay footage should have provided enough evidence to overturn it. Instead, the ruling stood. As the match resumed, Arsenal struggled to hide their frustration. While they continued to push forward in search of a breakthrough, the sense of injustice seemed to disrupt their rhythm. Leverkusen, on the other hand, appeared relieved to escape the moment unpunished. The German side gradually regained their composure and began pushing forward themselves as the match opened up. Still, the denied penalty remained the biggest talking point of the night. On social media, thousands of Arsenal supporters expressed outrage at the decision, posting clips of the challenge and questioning how VAR officials could review the footage and still conclude that no foul had been committed. Many fans argued that similar incidents in other matches have resulted in penalties being awarded, fueling claims of inconsistency in how VAR is applied across competitions. Some former players and pundits also joined the debate, suggesting that the decision was difficult to justify given the visible contact between the defender and Jesus. For Arsenal, the frustration felt all too familiar. In recent seasons, the club has frequently found itself involved in controversial refereeing decisions, with supporters often feeling that key calls have gone against them during important matches. Each new incident only adds to the perception among fans that the team is repeatedly on the wrong end of officiating controversies. Manager Mikel Arteta has previously spoken about the emotional impact such decisions can have on players, especially when they occur during critical moments in tightly contested matches. Moments like these can change the entire momentum of a game. A penalty for Arsenal would not only have provided a golden chance to score but could also have forced Leverkusen to alter their tactical approach for the remainder of the match. Instead, the opportunity vanished. As the final whistle approached, discussion about the incident continued to dominate commentary and analysis. Even neutral viewers struggled to understand how the challenge had not resulted in a penalty after a VAR review. The debate surrounding VAR has been ongoing ever since the technology was introduced into football. While it was designed to eliminate clear mistakes and bring greater fairness to the game, critics argue that its inconsistent implementation has sometimes created even more controversy. Matches like this only strengthen those arguments. For Arsenal supporters, the frustration was clear. In a sport now equipped with multiple camera angles, slow-motion replays, and video review systems, how can such seemingly obvious incidents still go unpunished? As the players left the pitch, the controversy showed no signs of fading. Fans, pundits, and journalists continued discussing the moment long after the match ended. Whether officials will address the decision or provide clarification remains to be seen. But for Arsenal, the feeling of injustice lingered. Once again, a key moment had gone against them. And once again, the debate over VAR had taken center stage in the world of football.